Oh my goodness, that is such a setup. Babs, thank you so much. Hi, hello. I am BigScared. I'm a career Vaticaster here on Twitch. This is post-trauma. I'm joined by two of my fantastic friends. I'm just going to get into it, and then we'll get into introducing ourselves. So let's kick this off in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Okay, I am joined today by two of my fantastic friends, Soulmas218 and Kasaki. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hey, I'm Soulmas218. I am a fan of the horror speedrunning and a friend of Big's. I love post-trauma, and I was just here for Neva, but now I'm back.
And I'm Kasaki. I was not just here for Neva, but I am here for post-trauma, and I don't know what that says about me, but we're going to have a good time.
We are going to have a good time. And you'll notice that I abruptly skipped a cutscene by quitting out to menu. That is the only cutscene that is not skippable otherwise. We have to skip out to menu to see it, not take up our time. But we're not going to worry too much about what we're actually skipping there. We're going to hop on this intercom and ignore the conversation and promptly move on our way. Because this is post-trauma, and honestly, the rules are made up. The story doesn't matter. We don't even know why we're here today. Who are we, gamers?
I certainly don't know, but I know I definitely don't go through doors like this.
Shows what you know. I do go through doors like that. Just for the fun.
Listen, sometimes I go through a door like that, and sometimes I hold hands with that cutie to get the piece that I need to get through the next door, okay?
I don't know. My back hurts too much to go through a door like that.
That's true. That's true. If you are old enough to know Silent Hill 4 from the console generation, please take an ibuprofen, chat. We love you.
Also, if you are old enough to know Silent Hill 4, or you have played it, this game took a lot of inspiration from it.
Speaking of inspiration, do you mind if I pop in with something pretty inspiring?
Please.
We just got a $200 donation from Adora Bibble, who says, making up for missing a couple of days so far, boosting that Rift of the Necrodancer incentive by 5%. And that is correct. That is a 5% boost in that Rift of the Necrodancer incentive. Gang, we're making movement, but don't sleep on it because we don't have a long time to hit that incentive. And it is going to be fantastic. An Ultimate Gamer set list encore for Rift of the Necrodancer. We're 16% of the way there. Chat, I know that we can hit that incentive though. So get your donations in.
I love that. Thank you for that update. I want to mention real quick while we walk down this hallway, you'll notice in the upper left hand of the screen that there is a circle popping in and out of existence. The reason why that's happening is because I'm pulsing the run buttons. That way we conserve stamina. We'll be doing this throughout the run. It's basically the main tech of this run. Roman, our protagonist here, is an older gentleman, and he has a very short stamina capacity. Some of the other protagonists we'll see as we go are not necessarily in that boat. So I just want to point that out while it's really obvious here.
Look, I don't have much stamina either. He's a very relatable character.
He is. He's perhaps the most relatable character in this franchise. And by franchise, I mean survival horror broadly.
Yeah, to be honest, if anyone forgot to take an ibuprofen, it was Roman, our lovely elder millennial train conductor. I don't actually know his age, but I like to think that he's just an elder millennial.
Yeah, he's got to be right around 40.
No, I've seen his face. This man is only 23 years old. He's just been through a lot.
Wow, he aged poorly, dang.
You know, some people just age like that. Speaking of train conductors, though.
Yes, tell us about the train.
BigScared, I was wondering if you could tell us about the train, actually. When does his train leave the station?
Ah, yes. We're talking about the incentive, aren't we?
Yes. I definitely want to get some donations in to help this train conductor get the train leaving the station. So,
yes. So there is a choice we will have to make at the 30 or so minute mark where we will be driving the train, for lack of a better term. It'll be in a very distinctive location, so you'll know it when we get there, gamers. But there's not very much time to make that decision. This run will be over way faster than we expect. Quick question. Babs, what do you want from the ceiling vending machine?
can I get a Diet Coke?
Sure. As soon as it comes down, I'll get that for you.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much. Chad, if you want to put in a $1 donation through the Twitch donation tool, you can go as low as $1 through the Twitch donation tool on Twitch itself. You could help pay for that Coke for me. So I would really appreciate that if you could help me out. I left my wallet at home.
Yeah, staying hydrated is very important.
I'm going to need everybody to donate $1 right now and buy Babs a lifetime supply of Diet Coke.
Listen, everybody in this call deserves a little sippy from the vending machine. And it would be super cool if we could make that happen.
Really, the real sippy was the friends we made along the way, though.
It's true. Speaking of friends, never mind the mannequins. They are genuinely our friends. I want to say that as someone who is afraid of mannequins and doesn't like them. I was expecting the mannequins to be evil in this game. The mannequins are genuinely just your friends. They're just there to hang out and vibe with us.
Hey, speaking of friends, do you want to hear from a friend?
Yes, please.
We just got in a $250 donation from the Yeti.
Let's go!
Who says, hey all, Yeti here. We're turning up the... Oh my goodness. Excuse me, please hold one moment.
Hey, while we're holding, you can also donate and just tell us what you want from the vending machine. If you don't want to buy us something, let us know what you want. It probably has soda and candy. I'm just saying.
It's true. It's true. I want to point out, because this puzzle is one of the goofiest ones in the game, that we just had to collect 3 different fuses. One of them was in a frozen block of ice in a refrigerator, and we had to defrost it using a coffee pot.
As one does.
You know, like you do. That's just, for me, that's Tuesday.
I mean, you don't... Yeah, I think everybody keeps their extra fuses in blocks of ice in the freezer.
That's just cold storage, right?
Yeah.
I'm confident it'll still work.
You know, it worked out just fine.
Our friend up there unfortunately skipped leg day.
It's true, it's true.
All right, sorry, I was a little haunted. The game haunted me for a moment. Forgive me. Can I chime back in for a second?
Yes, please do.
Wonderful. The Yeti donated $250 and says, hey all, Yeti here. We're turning up the heat on Flame Fatales with our next donation. We're excited to see the enthusiasm for this summer's lineup of merch for the event, including the official Faith plushie. Yes, she's real and she's adorable. Of course, proceeds from every item directly benefits Malala Fund, so we're extremely grateful for every speedrunning fan that's picked something up from the collection. And if you haven't yet, you can head over to theyeti.com/flamefatales to see the full lineup of goods. The Yeti, thank you so much for that donation to Malala Fund. And remember that every dollar that comes in, whether it is one of those huge donos like the Yeti just dropped, or the $5 minimum donation through gdq.gg/donate, or a $1 minimum donation from the Twitch charity tool, every single dollar goes directly to Malala Fund and the work that they are doing to help girls get an education. So thank you so much for being a part of that, chat.
That's huge. Thank you so much. Also, that Feth plush. Oh, it should be
so
illegal how
adorable.
cute that thing is. Well, I'm going to introduce you to my favorite character in the game. It's Shark Boy. I didn't expect him to have a cameo in this game, but here he is. No Lava Girl, sadly. We don't even have to turn around to use that card key on the computer.
Oh, we've got a wheel. We're going to crank things with the wheel.
Yes, we're really cranking up the heat here in Fatales.
Is it a horror game if there isn't a crank?
No.
There has to be either a crank, a bolt cutter, what are the other cliches?
A crowbar.
A crowbar. We've got the crowbar. Who's got your bingo sheets?
Some
levers.
kind of valve wheel?
Lots of levers.
Yes, valves.
We had the
Sometimes a
fuses.
floor jack. All right, we are here in a part of the game where RNG becomes important. We're going to start checking ammo drops, and we're hoping for shotgun shells. We got pistol seed. This is... I hope you're ready for memes, gamers. We're going to have plenty of time for donations, but this will be a completable seed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Big's not going to have fun with the seed. Pistol is essentially like hard mode for the speed run. It doesn't really do much to the bosses. It's just going to make everything longer and harder.
Yeah, and the worst part is it's going to take up space in my inventory. And so if we come across a better item like shotgun shells, we're going to have to lose time to menuing to get rid of these pistol bullets in our inventory. So pistol seed is a nice meme. It's a silly, goofy time, much like the time we're about to have in this room, because we're about to have our next cameo. Who is a fan of The Ring? Because Sadako is here, and we have to pull some keys out of her hair.
Thank you, Sadako.
Perfectly normal things. Thank you, Sadako.
Well, since Sadako is kind of a vending machine, can I chime in with some donations with vending machine requests?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Dance Floor 55 donates $20 and says, Rice Krispie from the vending machine, please.
Ooh, delicious.
And Obs donated $10 and says, Ayo, can I get some Funyuns?
Delicious.
Funyuns, let's go.
I
love
like the
Funyuns.
idea of combining
best.
them.
Let's check this drop. Will it be shotgun? It's shotgun!
Let's
All right,
go.
we're done with these. Get
out of here.
Get out of here. I don't think it got out of here. Anyway, here's our next silly, goofy guy. I call this guy Da Baby because look at him. That's a baby right there.
Yeah, clearly.
Just a baby.
Yeah, he's just a silly little goofy guy.
What did the
Little
little
guy.
guy?
He kind of reminds me of Pac-Man, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to tell
What
my
if
kids
Pac-Man
that's
were
Pac-Man.
horrible? So we're collecting in this moment 4 keys, 2 blood bags. We will eventually be getting some toilet paper. And we are also going to be getting a key card use in the next vending machine. So, more vending machine orders, please and thank you.
That is the strangest grocery list I've heard in quite a while.
Absolutely. So Thirsty Mannequin has a request for you.
Okay.
So Thirsty Mannequin donates $10 and says, hey, can I get a royal milk tea from the ceiling vending machine and some for my friends too?
Delicious. Quick
I
cameo
also-
from
Go
Hanako-chan,
ahead.
toilet bound right there. Please continue.
Oh, no, you are absolutely good. I just wanted to point out that chat, we just hit about 25%, so we're a quarter of the way to that Ultimate Gamer Setlist Encore for Rift of the Necrodancer coming up. So chat, keep getting those vending machine orders in. I'm sure BigScared would be happy to get all of these things from the vending machine for you as soon as it comes down for the ceiling. So let me know what you need from the vending machine.
I'm going to stop at this vending machine and I'm going to get a coin from the vending machine. I know how that sounds. Usually you put coins into the vending machine. No, we get a coin out of it this time. And then we can solve the puzzle if I do this right. There we go. And we use these 4 coins to get a set of pliers. What's your guess on what these pliers are used for?
I mean, I know what they're used for. Babs, what do you think we're going to use these pliers for?
I think it's teeth? It's a horror game, right? So teeth.
Oh, you're so close. We're going to use the pliers to get an obsidian dagger out of this mannequin, and then we're going to use it to obtain the flesh.
The flesh. I forgot.
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
Sorry.
The flesh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fine.
We're collecting flesh. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We're going to use that flesh to make a bottle of open door, which we will use on some other flesh. This is perfectly normal things that you do in your survival horror games. Baby, please. Okay, I have another silly, goofy guy coming. This guy is wearing Heelys. I want you to keep an eye on how he's schmoovin' because it's one of the best things in the game.
It's so good. Sorry.
It's so good.
Who puts Heelys on a baby?
It's horror. They don't have to be safe.
It's true. That maybe that's the horror all along.
He's got his Heelys on. He's got his earbuds in. He's listening to Superman by Goldfinger.
Roaming out here like, here I am. I'm doing everything I can.
Speaking of doing everything you can, Chad is doing everything they can to help us meet this incentive. We've got some more vending machine orders when you're ready.
Yes, please.
Okay, fantastic. So Ren donates $6 and says, can I please get a Mountain Dew Voltage and one of those half-full bags of baked BBQ Lays? Thanks.
Ooh, delicious.
Yeah. I love how the vending machine chips are always half full, too. Also, this isn't a vending machine order, but $25 donation from Schmarty, who says, so awesome to see BigScared and the horror block. As an elder millennial, I remember a time when this $25 would buy 100 Cokes. Me too, Schmarty. Me too.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, the true horror is about to begin because we've arrived back in high school. Gamers, I'm so sorry. You can never escape it. I know it's GDQ after dark hours, but we're here. We're in school.
Yeah, high school never ends.
Oh, dang it. I have nightmares like that.
So this little sequence here, you have to enter the doors in a specific pattern. There are 3 different puzzles that we are skipping by simply knowing the pattern. I'm going to check here. I want more shotgun shells. Nope. Pistol, get out of here. It's all right, because we're still going to get the shotgun. It's the worst controls in the world on this clock.
I mean, I keep my shotgun inside a grandfather clock as well.
It's a statement piece for the room.
I feel like that's very Resident Evil. Like, if you're not getting your shotgun from a clock or a closet or a cupboard or a statue, like, where should you be getting your shotgun? Survival horror has taught me all of the right ways to gain things. You're so right. Fun fact, I have to open that door. If we don't unlock it, this whole hallway over here doesn't appear. And I know how that sounds, but everything after here would simply be walled off by lockers, and we would have to go back and unlock that door. So it's very important that you stop and unlock that door, otherwise you're just going to lose some time. I'm going to collect some planets while we're walking around. We've got a little bit of time, so if there's anything you'd like to share with chat, Babs, now's a great time.
Perfect. We have more orders coming in, including one from kind of a familiar name here. I have a $5 donation from Kasaki who says, hi, Big. Kasaki here. I'm just popping in to let you know that you're super amazing and I appreciate you being my friend. Also, I would love a Reese's Fast Break.
That sounds
You
delicious.
could have just said it, but we like the donation.
I could have just said it, but this felt more apt. How can I
love
ask
that.
them to donate their orders if I don't?
That's fair.
True. It's true. You can't just make an order and not pay for it.
That's true. That's very true. Like Sabby, who donates $5 to Malala Fund and says, hey, can I get some bugles from the vending machine? Any flavor works. I just need to put little claws on my fingers, which is so
Perfect.
valid.
Perfect.
Real
also
quick,
got
I have to
an-
tell you about a very silly puzzle that we're about to do that's not really a puzzle, because all we're going to do is throw these planets on there and walk away, and then a key's going to teleport into our pocket, and that's it. That's the whole puzzle.
I love it when a survival
wanna-
horror game is just like, the puzzle is gather thing and put it inside thing. That's it.
Yes. There's also a brief puzzle on this door, and then the hardest boss of the game is on the other side of this door. So I'm just going to equip the shotgun and reload it, and I'm going to hope that 4 shots is enough, because I have nicknamed this the Dark Souls boss. It can and will destroy you with extreme prejudice. But it whiffed both shots?
I can't believe it totally
I'll
whipped
take
both
it.
of those.
It whiffed both shots. Now we're playing as Freya. Freya is the only femme character in this game that is playable. She's super cute. She is also mute, and so the whole reason why Roman is here inside this school is because she dropped her phone, and so now she feels some sense of obligation to help him out because he helped her out. And so we're gonna assemble a metronome in order to get into the nurse's office. It's just normal survival horror things. I went in the wrong door. Don't worry about it. The good thing about Freya here is that she runs so fast, and because she's a young person, her stamina bar drains so much slower than Roman, so we're just moving.
Oh, to be young again.
I know, right?
Speaking of moving, can I talk about some of the movement chat is doing?
Yes, please.
Chat, you're making number go up, and I love you for it. But we're just over a quarter of the way to that Ultimate Gamer Setlist Encore, and I want to see that happen. I know you can do it, chat. Sounds like a big ask, but I believe in you. I've seen you do wild things before, and you can totally do it. One of the people helping make that happen is a $25 donation from Anonymous, who says, love Flame Fatales, the runs, and especially the runners. Thank you all so much for all you do and are doing to raise money for such a great cause. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about this game, but my gut tells me that Jill is foe. It's possible. We don't know. We're going to find out soon.
We're going to be meeting Jill very, very soon. And I'm so excited for you all to meet her because she's a special lady. She defies a lot of description. Kasaki, Lux, how would you describe Jill? You've both seen her.
I mean, she's my BFF Jill. I love Jill.
It's true.
Yeah, everybody loves Jill.
How did I not get the key? I love indie games.
Same.
It's okay, because Freya be schmoovin'.
Freya be schmoovin'. It's okay. We just have a little bit more time to talk about all these great incentives and prizes.
Absolutely. I've been given more hints about the playlist if you're interested in hearing about those.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. So, here are some other teasers. The final song. We've been told the title of the final song. It's Reach for the Summit from Celeste. It's the hardest song in the game. It was charted by Spoody Biscuit, and it's super tough. You're going to want to see this, chat. So get those donations in towards that incentive because that is going to be wild to see. I cannot do that chart at all, not even close. So you'll want to see Quack completely destroy that.
I'm thrilled that we got that knowledge. That is so cool to know. Thank you. I've played Rift of the Necrodancer. That game is, I say this in the nicest, most loving way. It's obscenely hard. And so I'm pumped to see this. All right.
Absolutely. It's one of those games that I love, but I'm terrible at.
Yes, yes. So we have our smelling salts. Roman is back up. We're back in it. And we're going to get the coolest weapon in the game here. The spear. We're also going to crawl through this hole. Don't worry about it. It's just normal survival horror things.
Oh, we've got a hole? Nice.
Nice.
I'm going to tell my kids this is Signalis.
Nice.
Oh, and we've got a maze, too.
Nice. This is definitely Signalis. Good news about this maze is it is extremely consistent, meaning it is a stable maze. Everything you need will be in the exact same spot every time. So as long as you make the first left and see it through to the end, you will always end up at this small circular piece. But making it to the large circular piece, which is the next part of the puzzle, is a little bit tricky. So we stay left. I see red, I turn left. And then from here, more left. We're not going to make this left, because this left is our exit. The second left is where we want to go. Kid jump scare. I know. Terrifying. But she's small enough to fit through this grate. And that gets us our second piece. And now we can skedaddle over here and exit the maze. Casually, this labyrinth is very tricky. My first playthrough, I got lost for far longer than I care to admit. And it gets better because on the other side of this door is another maze once we're done with this first-person segment. This first-person segment's a little silly, though, because there's a key on this bathroom mirror that's almost invisible. And if you don't know what's there, it's very easy to miss.
You know what else is amazing?
What?
We're only $230 away from hitting 50K raise for Malala Fund this event so far.
That is pretty amazing. I would love to see that happen by the end of the run.
I would love to see that happen before we get out of this police station. Let's go, Chad.
That's true. That's true.
Do it for BigScared.
Do it for Babs. Babs is such a good host.
Do it for millennials that forgot to take their ibuprofen.
Oh, yes.
True.
Do it for all of us in
Fund.
pain.
I fumbled that. No. Once again, the fun thing about picking things up in puzzles in this game is that you don't actually have to pick up most of the objects you get during puzzles in this game. A lot of them will just magically teleport their way into your pocket. And so if you are really precise with your movement, you can be halfway down the hall before some of these things float in there. All right, we're going to rearrange by number of sides.
I didn't know there was going
yes,
to be a geometry class.
I know. We can get into the arbitrary discussion of whether a circle has one side, no side, or infinite sides later. We gotta get out of here.
I mean, I don't think it's that arbitrary. Chat, if you want to donate and tell us if a circle has one side, no sides, or infinite sides, please do.
Please make your
that's
argument
fair.
in donations to Malala Fund.
Any mathematicians in chat would love to hear from you. Anyways, we're back here as Roman. We don't talk about who we play as in the first-person segment because I like to call that section Bad Cop Sim, and we're free from the burden of Bad Cop Sim. We're back here in vending machine land. Are there any other vending machine orders?
I'm so glad you asked because we have a $5 donation from Biotechnics that says, "Are there jelly beans in the vending machine?"
Let's go.
Fantastic. Cece donates $10 to Malala Fund and says, "Can I get that pack of gum that's been there for 6 months?"
Only if you like spearmint.
And Red Draconis donates $25 to Malala Fund and says, "I would like some canned coffee, please. Also, do locked doors count toward horror game tropes? I think I find them more than anything."
True. This is Jill, by the way. Everyone say hi. I'm going to skip this cutscene.
Hi, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
What do we think? Could be friend.
I don't.
Could
I
be
mean,
foe.
she keeps us at arm's length, but I think she's a friend.
Which arm, though?
all of them.
True.
Oh, this is my favorite enemy coming up.
Yeah, this silly little guy. Would you like to introduce them?
Yeah, I call this enemy chicken legs. You see why? He's trying his best. He's trying his best, y'all.
Chicken legs is a little silly guy, but if you get hit with that kick, it's a one-shot kill.
And he's just gonna vibe. He's gonna stop following. He's just gonna stare and be like, all right, you have a good day now, sir.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
Oh, this is a fun puzzle. Big is like gonna try and solve this puzzle and then just start walking out of the room while the puzzle is solving itself.
So we're gonna set A to 2. We're gonna set B to 4. And we're gonna set D to 3. And then we're gonna walk away from it. And then by the time we get to the train, it will be done. Yep.
What's in here?
Med kit. You know, I don't have space for it. I have too many pistol shells in my inventory. So, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about our incentive because you've met Jill now, right? You get a nice little vibe of her. The next time we're on this train, we're going to have to make our final decision with her. And that is not very far away, actually. There's one section where we're running around as Roman between now and then. So, perfectly normal train rides. It will be fine. Don't worry about it. But time is running out on that. We need to decide if we're gonna love her or leave her. If she's our friend, if she's our foe, you know?
Big, are you sure that this meat tunnel is normal?
I'm totally sure. This is perfectly normal. This is just where I dehydrate my jerky. What are you talking about?
Also, fun fact, if you don't try and stop the trains, like if you wait too long to stop the train there, you will run into that and have to restart like from the last checkpoint, which I believe is like way back in the school.
Yeah, the last checkpoint is before the Dark Souls boss. So if you don't time the stopping of that train perfectly, it's a significant time loss. There's also just another one of the baby enemies chilling up here, but if we don't engage with it, it doesn't bother us. And we're just free to pass by.
You know what? That little guy's just vibing, all right?
Ooh, Heelys!
Oh, and here's
please follow me.
Healy.
Please follow me. Oh, this is bad. I need him to follow me, and he's not following me. So, the reason why I want Heelys to follow me is because...
follow them, yeah.
Yeah, if they follow us all the way to the door, it means that they're in a reliable position when we leave. And that means that it is predictable where they are when we're leaving this room. And now we don't have them in a predictable position. So they could be anywhere.
He might be just waiting.
Speaking of predictable, can I pop off with a predictable chat dub?
Yes.
Go.
We just hit 50K raised for Malala Fund this event so far, chat.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Let's
Chat
go.
popping off.
Thank you, chat.
Absolutely popping off. Thank you so much for all of your donations to Malala Fund, and we super appreciate every single one of them. Thank you so much, chat.
Also, chat, here's another good look at Jill, because we're about to fight Jill.
Yeah, we have to fight her, but don't worry. Sometimes friends can fight and be better friends afterwards. Jill, she'll be perfectly fine.
Look at Jill. Jill is so friend-shaped.
I have a
looks
fun
friend-shaped
fact
to me.
about Jill here. Jill and Freya have the same voice actor.
It's true. It's true.
It's true.
I'm going to tell my kids that's Spider-Woman.
It's also
Don't tell
true.
my kids that's Quaalag. All right, I'm gonna do some off-camera movement because right now, as you can see, our stamina bar is up. We have made some significant movement down this walkway that normally they would expect you to just stand there during that entire sequence where we fade in.
So this is a perfectly normal place that we've traveled to, a cyclopean city. Don't worry about it. It's just here.
Yeah. It's just here. Perfectly normal things that happen in games and in real life.
It's just
I'm
part
going
of the
to
train
do a
route.
specific movement here to avoid a weird glitch that's happening sometimes. That was not what I meant.
Roman decided he wanted to levitate.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah,
They
that's
said the
never happened
thing.
before.
But there's a different weird thing that can happen there where if you take the turn too close to the wall, the camera breaks and it just sort of throws you into oblivion. We've got another maze here.
We're gonna be
Hit us
coming up
with it.
on an enemy soon that's gonna be down in a basement, and it's a very special enemy. We just chat. We want to know who left their man down in the basement. All right, who left him down there?
Whose man's is that? We will be seeing the man's shortly. First, I have to get the key to the basement because, you know, sometimes the guy is just a little too funky. And we got to keep it locked down.
All right, here we go. We're going down to the basement. Now, tell us who left him down here.
Whose man's is this?
We're not going to judge,
More importantly,
but he's also wearing Heelys.
who gave him Heelys down here? Sir!
Oh no!
Stop! Why are you gonna run on me like that? Stop!
Incredible.
All right, so yeah, Big's gonna try not to get sniped by another chicken leg dude on the other side of the store.
Thank
while
you
that's
for the
happening,
reminder.
Pat, you got anything you want to talk about?
Absolutely. The things are spicy right now in donations chat. We got a $20 donation from Anonymous who says, I am not getting distracted by the sides on a circle. That Jill is most definitely a foe. Versus $10 from Sen who says, based on my knowledge of Resident Evil, I'm pretty sure Jill is friend. Prove me wrong. Good luck with the run. But Sen, you seem to, I don't know that you saw Jill. I think maybe that happened before we saw Jill. But the Valiant Sun brings us back to the really important topic at hand. The Valiant Sun donates $5 and says, donating $5 for the 5 sides of a circle, assuming we're in a different geometric space than Euclidean. You're so right, Val. You're so right, the Valiant Sun, and you should say it.
I mean, now that we're in this city, I would believe it.
Here's the thing. Anyone else make that donation, I would press X to doubt. But because that was the Valiant Sun and math is their superpower, I trust them to only speak the truth.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm so glad we had an actual mathematician to answer that question for us.
All right, we just put 3 pegs in 3 different holes and got a key out of it. The key is actually a mask, and we're going to put the mask on a silly little statue. And when we do that, we're going to hope the baby don't smack us.
Baby, be nice.
All right, baby.
Oh, baby.
Baby, please. Oh, baby.
Oh,
Wow, baby.
so rude.
Moral of the story is if you're going to run post-trauma, just don't get hit because everything hits like a truck in this game. This cutscene here, I'm going to point it out, is the only cutscene where this character exists. The character's name is the King, and the King is voiced by Corp's husband. Anyways, we're back on the train. How's that incentive looking? We have to make our choice.
Well,
Yeah, this is it.
Clearmind tipped the scales. Jill is friend because Clearmind donated $200 and says, I like horror games a lot, and this one looks pretty cool. They have sour gummy bears in a vending machine. And yeah, apparently Jill is friend.
Incredible.
Thank you so much for raising $241.66 to make that decision for us, chat.
Thank you so much. Because Jill is our friend, we're gonna make the choice not to crush her with the train car. Fun fact, this is the faster choice. Chat, you chose to save frames as well as friendship here.
Friendship is magic is speedrunning.
It's true. And we're very rapidly gonna get thrust into our final boss fight, which means we're gonna have some thank yous to make while I do this. Would you two like to start that process?
Yeah, I'll just say thank you, Big, so much for having me on this run. I love joining you for these horror runs here on Fatals, and I look forward to possibly hanging out future events with you here and showing off janky horror games.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, same here. Thank you so much for having me on here. It's always a blast just kind of vibing with you and talking about horror games, and also not talking about horror games while you play horror games.
Thank you. Plot twist, this boss isn't really a fight. It's more of a puzzle. We're using this little funky guy to hold down the lever so that way we can access this, so that way we can get to the real challenge here, which is girl bossing our way into the sun and rotating this a bunch of times. The run will be over when we abruptly hit cutscene. I know that's not a very good indicator, but that's just the way it is. We're gonna wait for the wump. Gorgeous. And then once we get up on this next lever, it will be pretty quick and abrupt when we solve the puzzle. So, let's do that. And that's time. And that's post-trauma.
GG gamer.
GG.
By saving Jill, we have gotten the good ending. She's here to help us. Everyone say hi to Jill. There she is. She's our friend.
Hi, Jill.
May I share a message in the spirit of friendship?
Yes, please.
We just got in a $500 donation from Tantrum Merch.
Let's go!
Hello from Tantrum Merch. We are so excited to be partnering with Frame Fatales for this event, featuring a great lineup of merch from Fatales artists. Check out the collection at tantrummerch.com/framefatales, and let's get that encore. And that was donated towards that Rift of the Necrodancer Ultimate Gamer Encore that we are fundraising towards. And chat, with that donation and others like it, we have now broken $51,000 raised for Malala Fund so far. Thank you so much for that, chat. We are over halfway to that encore now.
Thank you so much. That is phenomenal. And I'm so glad that we broke 51K and that we are here celebrating Malala Fund and raising money for it together. If you enjoyed this run, I'm BigScared. You can find me all over the internet as BigScared, or I'm BigScared with no spaces or punctuation. Please play post-drama. We were memeing about it pretty hard, but this game is great. It is very fun, and it is very approachable. And the moral of the story is, if you work together, you can do it, and you can do the thing. What was the thing? I don't know, because we skipped all the cutscenes. But we're here doing it. And we are making a difference while we do. So thank you.